After just over a month of tumbling, these Sodalite aren't rough chunks anymore. Now they're polished and ready to display. Today, I'll show you exactly how I did it, from day one to the final shine. Sodalite is a royal blue mineral that can be found in igneous rocks. It's named for its sodium content and can be found in Canada, Brazil, Namibia, and a few other spots around the world. I used my rotary tumbler for the rough stage. I didn't have quite enough to fill my 3-pound Harbor Freight barrel, so I used this smaller 1.5-pound barrel that I got at a yard sale a few years ago. It doesn't quite fit all of my rough Sodalite, but not everything will finish with this grit at the same time, so I can add in what's left over later. Let's check and see how the Sodalite is doing after its first week. Boy, these colors are incredible. I've never seen anything quite like this. Now keep in mind the rocks are wet, so they're deceptively shiny right now. At this point, I'm just looking to see how much progress they made. And they're definitely softer than most rocks that I tumble. They made a lot of progress for just 1 week. Let's get some side-by-side comparisons to see how some of these rocks have changed already. This first one here has a great mix of blue, black, and white. And after just a week, it's already looking fantastic. Let's look at some of the others. Some really good progress here. This is going to look so cool when it's polished. And this one's got some really cool splotches of white. And then this one has a lot more gray to it, so it's not quite so vibrant, but I still think it's going to be pretty cool. Some of these went back into the tumbler for another week, and then I added in those additional pieces of Sodalite that weren't able to fit the first time around. After another couple weeks of tumbling, everything was ready for stage 2. So I loaded everything back up into the barrel, and then because these are known for being a little bit brittle, I added a lot of ceramic media to help kind of cushion things and put in the next grit. I did that again with the fine grit and then finally with the polish. And so now they're all ready. Let's see how they turned out. Some of these turned out fantastic. Here's one that we saw earlier. And it came out beautifully. And this one here has some incredible electric blue. I really like that this one has some pink and a lot of white to it. And then this one has a really neat, sort of clear gray material running through it. And this one does as well. These next few have a little bit of a mottled appearance to them. They didn't take the best shine. Although I do really like the dark black there. And then this one is pretty good, but there is this little crack up here at the top. And then this one's just a nice like chip shape. Really like the colors. And this might be my favorite color of all of them. It has this deep midnight blue with like a bunch of white stars in a sky. And this one we saw earlier as well. There's kind of a hint of pink in the gray. And then this one's really cool. I love the way the gray kind of plays around with the blues. And this one has a really big kind of crevice or hole there. So not the best of them. And this one has just teeny tiny spots of blue. Some more of that kind of mottling that you get for whatever reason. I was so sad to see that this one broke. I really liked the colors, but that's okay. If you're curious how other rocks polish, check out some of my other videos. I tumbled some unakite recently, and I have an entire series dedicated to tumbling chert that I find locally in Virginia.